وعليكم السلام.
Alhamdulillah, Allah has allowed us and blessed us to welcome the blessing of Ramadan and mashallah to complete the first Yom Jummah in this blessed month. That's what Allah a couple of minutes. And just reflecting on what was mentioned in some of the ayat that we heard in the first 4 rak'ah of Salat al-Taraweeh from Qudba Imran, mashallah, tabarakallah, the statement of Allah لا تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. Al-ayah that Allah is telling us that which we are striving for. The beard, mashallah, one of those comprehensive Arabic terms, mashallah, that includes so many things. So our fasting, our praying, our dua, our dhikr, and everything that we are, mashallah, striving to establish from the ibadah in the blessed month of Ramadan is so that we can reach this place of bir, that we can, inshallah, have this in our hearts and internalize this understanding of truly living a life of goodness, living a life that is indeed in accordance with the guidance that Allah has sent in His book and the understanding, the teaching, and the practice of the Messenger of Allah. So, mashallah, tabarakallah, Allah is telling us that if we want to achieve that and accomplish that, yes, we have to establish all of the fara'id. We have to, inshallah, make a juhud in establishing the sunnah and the nawafil. But we have to spend from what we love. We have to give for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And oftentimes that is not just from a tangible and financial standpoint. Yes, it means give from what wealth Allah has blessed you with, and from the gold, the silver, the money, property, and whatever it is that Allah has given you from material wealth. But sometimes we love even our own nafs even more. Sometimes we love even our own ego even more. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to humble ourselves and perhaps admit when we were wrong, whether it is to our parents, or to our spouses, or to our siblings, or to our brothers and sisters in the deen. So when we think about what Allah is telling us, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ, an ayah, that you or I will never achieve this goal of bir until we truly spend from that which we love. So as we are, mashallah, in this blessed month of Ramadan, and we are all striving, mashallah, to increase in our ibadah, and to remember Allah subhanahu abundantly, more than even in the other times of the year, to pray more salawat for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu, and to spend in charity, in giving, for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu. But let us not limit ourselves to the understanding of infaq, that it is only from material wealth, that we have to give from within ourselves. We have to give from our hearts for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to work to truly establish mashallah, a relationship between one another that is based upon a recognition that we are all equal in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That we only reach that pinnacle by being even more willing to, mashallah, make ourselves vulnerable for the pleasure of Allah, knowing that indeed all of the power, all of the authority, any claim, any type of izzah, it belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we stand in the Taraweeh, when we stand in the night, in solitude, in tahajjud, and when we make dua, when we cry in front of Allah for forgiveness for our sin, then let us ask Allah to allow us to truly understand and recognize what it is we truly love, and to freely spend from that for the pleasure of Allah. We ask Allah to be with us and help us and to protect us in all of our endeavors to accept and imagine our fasting, our praying, and all of our amal salih in this blessed month. That Allah protect the children, and subhanAllah, please do not take what Sheikh Hassan has mentioned here personally as he said, and subhanAllah, that this is something for not only the safety of the children, but also so that we can make that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in this auspicious time that only comes to us once a year. So inshallah, if someone, mashallah, from the family, they have smaller children that they have to sacrifice and for the pleasure of Allah and not be here where they really love to be, then this is from land and birra hatta tunfiqu mimma tuhibbun. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم واستغفروه إن الله غفور رحيم.